Looking off to the sideline. It looks as though the Eagles will take this one into the half, down 42-6. Hopefully they can go in and regroup on this one, and we'll see how it goes. And that'll be halftime.
That'll bring the first half to a close. Your Cardinals lead 42-6 over the Eagles.
Here at beautiful Seed Stadium. Collinsville has definitely flexed their muscles on tonight, showing why they're ranked number 2 in the state once again. Hopefully you all will stay with us during this halftime show as we'll have the Honorable Tim Maxiner on, the new principal of Edison Preparatory School in Tulsa. We'll hear what he has to say and see what improvements and things that he has coming on the horizon for us.
Come on, little dude. Hustle on. Commercial break. Y'all on commercial break?
Oh, yeah. You're going to get on this one. You know you are. Yeah, you are.
And now check out midfield. We're going to get a performance from our Collinsville Cardinal varsity cheer squad. Let me introduce them to you. Our freshman, Presley Arajo. Chelsea Cantrell. Emsley Carr. Bella Harold. Elise Mahan. ZZ Stewart. Sophomores, McKenna Beck. Molly Kavanaugh, Avery Christian, Jamie Holdman, juniors, Addie Clark, Carson Kiker, Emmy Lyon, Abby Richardson, Kelly Villarreal, Reagan Williams, and Jolie Wise. And your class of 2025 senior cheer squad, Emma Basinger, Mabry Boyd, Peyton Jones, Brooklyn Pickrell, Alexis Queen, and Alyssa Russell.
It's time for war!
Back on the air. Are you ready to pass it? Okay, you go back on the air. Come on. Don't need to come over. Come on. Let's do it seriously. There you go. Go over there.
What happened to Lauren and him?
I think they went to grab a bite to eat.
You about ready to go back on? Kansas
You get it going? You getting ships on there, G? They quit on it?
All right, we welcome you back to Collinsville, 42-6. Our halftime score. We'll get Tim Maxiner, our new high school principal, on over here in just a few minutes. But Dean Green, your thoughts on the first half?
You know, Collinsville showed us exactly who they were. They came out and flexed their muscles. Were able to score early and often on our Eagles defense, and Eagles offense was pretty much non-existent with the exception of that first half drive there that came up with a pick six for the Collinsville defense.
All right. We'll talk to Mr. Maxiner here in just a few minutes. But the Cardinal band is making their way in. So let's watch them for a few minutes and we'll be right back.
You ready for your ride there?
We can do it after the band plays if you want.
Give you time to collect the socks. And then I think Ships needs to get on after that. Was it Wilwoka? Is that what? Who's your favorite? Sand dunes are your favorite.
That's our microphone.
See what stadium and do a little run tonight. Oh, he said,
Would like to thank its sponsors, the American Bank of Oklahoma, Serena G Photography, and Ultimate Cabinets.
All right, always great to hear from the Collinsville Cardinal Marching Band when we're in town, and we welcome you back to Salee Field. Our halftime score 42-6. All Collinsville so far, outside of that kickoff return that gave Edison its only touchdown of the ball game. And we'll get our principal to scoot in a little closer. We don't bite. He's going through all of our equipment bags and boxes up there. But it's always good to interview a brand new principal when he comes on the job. And our new principal, of course, is Tim Maxiner, who is a familiar name to many of you in Tulsa. Mr. Maxiner, welcome to the broadcast tonight.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here at Edison.
I
Great
know,
school.
I know you are, and you can see that your touch has already been felt on the school so far. Had great leadership before in Clay Vineyard, who, of course, ended up becoming the superintendent at Mulgee of their public school district down there. Great opportunity for him, but a great opportunity for you, Mr. Maxiner. Of course, you were over at Memorial before, and what's been the funnest thing about becoming an Eagle?
Really, the students, uh, the the opportunity to lead a community of Edison, 6th through 12th grade. It's a lot larger school.
Right.
Sits right in the middle of Midtown, and also we pull students from all over the city of Tulsa, and we're just going to continue to grow the future of Tulsa to make sure that we're educating the students, college and career ready, also as great people to come back to Tulsa and give back to their community.
You know, you've been around here a while. You were a Memorial grad, if I remember correctly, and went to high school there. We're a principal in the Memorial Junior High, and now you've come over to Edison to the preparatory school atmosphere. What's kind of the biggest difference between Edison, where we draw from all over, and Memorial, which is a neighborhood school?
It's really the biggest shift that I've had to make is understanding the 6 through 12. It's a
Right.
big difference when I walk out of my office and I walk through the main hallway. To the right is going to be your middle school 6 through 8. And then you go back to the left and it's 9 through 12. So it's really turning that middle school attitude mindset when I go to the right and the high school mindset when I go to the left.
Right.
But it's a great opportunity for me to and for us to lead this community, like I said, and our mission at Edison is to build students to become college and career ready. So that's what we're really focused on, along with our student athletes, fine arts. There's so many different opportunities for students at Edison with the BMX. We're out here at the football game tonight. It's wonderful weather, great crowd. But also with our traditional palm and cheer, get into the cross country, and then our boys and girls basketball in the winter. and then we go right into wrestling, also in the winter, into the spring, into baseball, and our state championship boys soccer team. Excuse me.
We're hoping for a state championship boys basketball team before long, for sure, under the direction of new head coach Creed Flowers. And Tim, you were an old coach, weren't you?
Yes, I did. I dabbled in coaching. That's what I was originally planning to do when I got into the education. I was those those coaches in my life had a great impact on me, and I thought that's what I wanted to do. And as I grew in my understanding of leadership, I decided that I needed to get in the admin role. Haven't looked back since, but I really look back on that and see how important those coaches are in students' lives.
Well, as the parent of a student athlete and a senior at Edison, I'm really proud that we have you with us. And we just thank you for dropping by here at halftime to talk to everybody and kind of share your vision, anything we've missed.
No, I'm excited to be here. It's a great school with great teachers, great parents, great community, and we're looking to just continue to keep it rolling, trying to get better where we can get better. And then as far as all of our programs, like I said, we have everything. There's so many opportunities for students to get involved, and we want to continue uh, moving that forward and improving our programs year by year.
All right. Well, Mr. Max Shiner, we appreciate you stopping by and we look forward to having you back before the end of the year. So,
Absolutely, anytime. Looking forward to it. Now let's go Eagles.
absolutely. Tim Maxiner, of course, the brand new principal of Edison High School and Edison Middle School as well. Grant Merrill, Dean Green, along with you as we approach the third quarter, just about ready for third quarter action here at Salee Field in Collinsville. 42-6, our halftime score as big crowd here for Edison this evening, Dean. We actually more having come to this game last year, more than I was expecting to see make the trip this evening.
Yeah, I hadn't thought this many people would make it out up this way to Collinsville, but we've got a strong student section showing here tonight, and the Edison faithful are out in dwarfs right now.
Well, we'll take a look at some of the different scores from around the area. Hang on just a second. And of course, the biggest game in the state tonight, the Backyard Bowl. Jinx is trailing Union 3-0 at Union Tuttle Stadium. That's a close one. That's in the third quarter, my friend.
Wow, that one's a shocker right there. I thought they'd have a lot more offense going up in that game.
Mustang leading Broken Arrow tonight, 21-20. That's at the half. Oklahoma's four-letter word for fun, Enid, is leading the Stillwater Pioneers 23-10 at the half tonight. Moore leading Southmore 24-6. Norman leading Edmond Santa Fe 27-7 at the half. Antonio Graham looking to go 3-0 tonight with the Owasso Rams as they lead Sand Springs 35-14. Of course, Antonio coaching against his former work colleague Bobby Klink tonight, head coach of the Sandikes. Edmond North trailing Edmond Memorial 22-10. Yukon leading Sepulpa 7-0. Deer Creek over Norman North 21-3. And Marlowe beat the Mustang JV team 53-7. So there you go. That's some of the action from Class 6A1. Here in our 5A, we'll tell you what's going on here is here at Collinsville, of course, a 42-6 lead. Tahlequah trailing Wagner 44-0. Claremore beating Oologah tonight 23-0 at the half.
Big rivalry game.
That is a rivalry game. Rogers County special there.
That's right.
For both of the Rogers County residents in our audience who are sitting pretty close to me. So anyway, Skytook leading Memorial 27-0 at the beginning of the second quarter. In the Panhandle Bowl, Guyman leading Moreland 7-6. Glad we haven't driven out there tonight. That's at Guyman. Booker T leading Central 28-0, and Carl Albert with a tight game over Eisenhower 70-0. That's already gone final here this evening.
Wow.
So you could probably hint a little bit of sarcasm in our broadcast tonight. But anyway, we are glad you're with us here at the Salee Field in Collinsville, where Edison trails 42-6. But man, I hate to even use the old cliches, but this game is closer than the scoreboard will give it credit for.
It really is. If there was a couple bounces that had gone Edison's way, this could be a completely different ball game. Edison's shown that it can drive the ball on the defense here, but just haven't capitalized on it and punched it into the end zone. Hopefully this half they can get things rolling again, and we can find some pay dirt finally and get them on the board a little bit more.
Well, we'll see what happens here as Edison should be receiving in the second half. I believe we kicked off in the first. We were still getting our broadcast on the air at that moment, so
lots of technical difficulties.
Past most of them, though. I think we're riding smooth. Knock on wood.
If we could just get our camera girl to do her job right, we'd be okay.
She's doing okay. She deserves a raise.
This is true.
She probably deserves more than whatever you're going to buy her for dinner. So,
yeah, we'll be all right though.
But tonight's ball game brought to you by McDonald's of Claremore. Drop by the play seat Saturday morning to maybe meet a new friend.
That's right. By the way, shout out to our amazing volleyball coach who's finally made the appearance tonight. I saw her as we were leaving the parking lot out there at halftime, trying to get back in here.
That woman has to make an entrance.
Fashionably late is what some would like to call it. And then our amazing softball coach has also made an entrance tonight, Braden Beasley.
Look at that. Braden Beasley has entered the building.
As well as our swim coach, Gabriella Gardner.
And our Stuco leader.
All that, we can't forget that.
She didn't show up till the third quarter because she knew I was going to make her announce the homecoming over the air at halftime.
This is true. She is the face that runs the place, though.
Have we made that public yet? No, we haven't. Okay, so you'll have to wait till next week if you want to hear Miss Gardner reading the homecoming nominees over the air.
Big shout out to Braden Beasley, though, also for the first 10-win season in Edison softball since about 10 years now.
He's got it rolling, doesn't he?
He has turned that program around this year.
We're really proud of him. He's a softball dad, I can attest. All right, handoff. First man through is going to take it up to about the 37-yard line. Robledo on the run there for the Screaming Eagles of Edison.
Short gain on the play there. Hayden Perry comes over, gets the play call from the coach.
So Perry getting ready to roll here. Second down and 10 from the 31-yard line. If you're listening on KJMU tonight, the Edison Eagles are moving from right to left on the radio dial. Collinsville defending from left to right. Apologize that we had some technical difficulties in the first half, but I think we've got those resolved this evening. Perry back under center. He's got Robledo behind him, and one man split to the left, Levy. And now dropping back, Perry looking to dial up a receiver, throws for Levy down the field. Levy comes down with it. What a catch. Got it at the 41-yard line. That is a huge first down. An Aspen Health and Rehab first down for the Edison Eagles.
Boy, Levy went up and got it in double coverage right there. What a throw by Perry on the play, and what a catch by Levy.
10:57 left to go. Third quarter action here. I'll definitely have to change that on the scoreboard here in a minute. We run about as efficiently as our softball scoreboard here on this broadcast. Back under center, it is going to be Perry ready with Robledo behind him. Perry dropping back to throw. He'll sling it right side. Nobody there to catch it, and that one falls incomplete for a 2nd and 10.
Intended target right there was Marquaylin Davis, who split out wide right there. This receiving corps has really showed signs of life here this game and is really coming around here.
10:35 left to play here. 42-6 our score. Second down and 10. The Eagles gaining some momentum early here in this third. Even though they're down on the scoreboard, they're really trying to dial up the intensity. All right, here we go. One back set behind the quarterback. That is Robledo. And now the snap's taken. Robledo up the middle.
Robledo with a huge gain on the play right there.
They get down to the 42 as Perry handed it off to him, and he tried to, the 37, as he bulldozed his way for about a 4-yard gain. So that should bring up 3rd down and 6, but we've got a flag on the play.
That'll drive the Eagles offense back even further now.
1 step forward, 2 steps back or more.
Looks like it was an offside on the Eagles offense. A false start, I should say.
Well, these early non-conference games, non-district games are a great place for them to get it out of their system and kind of get their mechanics together.
They're really working out the kinks these first few games. And the Eagles have had quite a few so far, but they're getting there.
Schedule doesn't get any easier with McAllister looming and Bishop Kelly as well.
Perry
And now
keeps it on the
Perry
quarterback
keeps
sneak.
it. We're trying to take it up the middle, and he runs into a wall of Collinsville defenders, led, in fact, by Jackson Arnett, who is a defensive end.
There's some extracurricular activity going on the play.
Don't want to see too much of that. That'll bring up third down and about 15. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Thank you for being with us tonight here on Edison Eagles TV. Grant Merrill, Coach Dean Green along with you tonight on the inaugural broadcast of the Edison Sports Network. You can send all of your complaints to the Edison Volleyball Department.
This is true. That's where they're all
That's
fielded.
the quickest way for me to hear them.
She's the only one that'll read the email, too.
So, all right, we're going to see what the
Looks like it'll be offsetting
penalties is. They, of course, had that extracurricular activity afterwards there. So,
Eagles offense will be looking at a 3rd and 15 from the Collinsville 49.
well, it's on the 49. They need to bring that chain back. It's more like 3rd and 18. They're going to put the ball there at the 46.
46. There you go.
At least one of our athletic ADs was joyfully encouraging the officials here. They're going to wind the clock into motion. They'll put it at the 49-yard line, and now it's 3rd and 18, contrary to the 3rd and 45 that the scoreboard had indicated here a moment ago. So 3rd and 18, ball spotted at the 46, and Hayden Perry leading his team back onto the field here. 9:40, clock rolling, 42-6 our score. Edison trying to at least narrow that gap some.
Perry takes the snap,
Perry
drops
back to throws it left to connect with Levy at the 40, down to the 35-yard line, and that's where he's stopped and stuffed by Jackson Arnett.
Made a man miss and really got upfield right there. Levy with a good little move. Hopefully they'll be able to convert here on 4th and about 8.
That'll bring up the 38-yard line, 4th and 8, as Dean mentioned. 4th and 6, actually, 7.
We'll split the difference.
Collinsville math up here.
Offense will stay on the field as Perry goes out there. We'll be taking the snap from under center.
See, the Palm teams brought their own sound system again tonight. 8:52 left to play in the 3rd quarter. 42-6 our score. Back to throw. Perry looking, dialing up a receiver. Aiming for Levy.
Levy dives.
Line. He got it.
Oh,
and
incomplete.
They're going to call it incomplete.
Levy gave it everything he had to try to catch that one.
Well, that'll bring up 4th down here, and Duggar providing the coverage there on the Collinsville defense. Dylan Duggar playing both ways as a back and a wide receiver as well. Collinsville takes a timeout here to talk things over. Tonight's ball game brought to you in part by Young Life. Don't forget Young Life meets for our Edison youth.
That'll be a turnover on downs there for the Eagles as Collinsville offense come back on the field. They take over on their own 38-yard line.
Appreciate Bailey Rogers and her crew chipping in on the broadcast tonight. And here's the quarterback, Boren. He'll take it out to the left side, getting down to about the 43. And that'll be a gain of about 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 now for the Collinsville Cardinals. 8:29 left to play here. 42-6 our score. 2nd down and 6 now from the 42-yard line. 8:18 left to go here. Twins out to the right, one man split to the left. Ready to take the snap here is Boren. Boren dropping back, rolling back to the left, looking to throw. Guns it up the left side of the field and connects with an open receiver at the 40. He'll get down to the 36-yard line, and that's Maverick Davis on the run there for Collinsville, and that's another Aspen Health and Rehab 1st down.
Cardinals offense firing on all cylinders here tonight as the Eagles defense is trying to keep up with them.
8 minutes even left to go here for 3rd quarter action. 42-6 if you're just joining us here in beautiful Collinsville, Oklahoma. We're at Salee Field tonight.
Cardinals man in motion.
And now the snap taken by Boren, his handoff to Rigby or no, I'm sorry, that's actually Zane McGee now in the ball game, the senior running back. He's tripped up at about the 43-yard line. Make it the 42. That'll bring up second down and 12 now for the Collinsville Cardinals. 7:15 and the clock rolling, third quarter action. 42-6 our score. Twins out to the right. One man split to the left. Back to throw. Bourne looking. He'll go to the left side. He faked the pass, kept it, runs up the middle, gets down to about the 26-yard line. That's about a 12-yard gain, and 12 yards is what they needed, Dean, to get that first down.
Yep. Collinsville offense definitely keeps on moving.
That'll be third and millimeters tonight for the Collinsville Cardinals. 3rd and 1. 6:57 left to play here. Third quarter action. 42-6 our score.
Eagles defense definitely could use a big stop right here.
Twins out to the right. One man split to the left. Bourne with the handoff. And McGee up the left side gets down to the 24-yard line, no further.
Looks like we got some laundry on the field during that play. Flag thrown on the play.
If the flag goes Collinsville's way to their favor, the first down stands here, I believe.
Personal foul, face mask on the Edison defense.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and roll out the green carpet for him as they'll get a few yards on that. 6:46 left to play here. Collinsville pretty much dominant in most of the game tonight. It's been Edison has shown signs of life, especially running back that first kickoff for a touchdown. But they are Collinsville knocking on the door once again. Looks like we've got a stop in the action here. The white hat exchanging some words with the Collinsville coaching staff, so see what the plan is there. 42-6 our score. 6:24 left to play here. One man split to the right. Bourne ready to take the snap. Handoff. First man is McGee, and they're going to drag him back. Did you see that, Dean?
Great play on the defense right there. Finally broke through up the middle and got to the running back before he could get in the hole.
Stopped him short there.
Isaiah Ellis on the tackle there for Edison. He's a big boy up the middle there, and he makes a great play for the defense.
5:57 left to go here. Third quarter action. 42-6 our score if you're just joining us.
Hand off to the right. Running back comes back up.
Get back up to the 10-yard line. There's Molly Merrill, my child.
Jude Sanchez there on the tackle for Edison.
Boy, that's the quickest way to get your daughter to roll her eyes at you is to call her out on the radio and TV. 5:23 left to play here. Molly coming off of an injury in softball last night. We're trying to get her better.
Yep, definitely a worrisome moment there for us as coaches.
I'm going to be worried when I get the medical bill. Now Bourne rolling to the left, trying to pass into the end zone. Did he get it? Touchdown, Collinsville. Yes. He connected with Maverick Davis, and that's 6 more on the board for the Collinsville Cardinals. And just like that, my friend, we are watching this game tilt even further into Collinsville's favor. 5:04 left to play here. Hi, baby.
Cardinals line up for the kick. Kick is up, end over end, and it splits the upright.
On its way in, and it's 49-6. As Molly Merrill has joined us here. So 48-6 our score. 5:04 left to play here.
Grant, I do believe that's the most eye rolls I've seen within a minute.
Yeah, probably so. Have to get her some ice for that knee so she can be back on your field here pretty soon.
Yep, we're back on the home stretch for the softball front. We definitely need her. That way we can continue rolling for Edison softball.
Wonder if they'll give us a group discount at the Cattleman's if we go there.
Well, wouldn't that be great?
That'd be nice. You know, if they beat U.S. Grant, I'll probably take them there.
Ooh, That's a really good deal.
I did take him to McDonald's the other night, but we might up the ante there for a team like U.S. Grant.
I mean, hey, we're loving it, right?
Marquavian Davis back deep to receive for the Edison Eagles as Collinsville and Edgington to tee it up at the 40-yard line to kick it from left to right. 5:04 left to play in the third quarter. Our score 48-6. If you're just joining us, Collinsville leading Edison here at Salee Field. Tonight's ball game brought to you in part by Aspen Health and Rehab in Broken Arrow. If you're looking for long-term care, they're the first place to check into. Give them a call on Monday to schedule a tour. Aspen Health and Rehab. Want to say hello to all the members of the Catoosa Chamber of Commerce who might be watching or listening tonight. They're not a sponsor, but they're a good friend of the broadcast. So
It's like a false start there on the kickoff team, so they'll push them back another 5.
and I know Collinsville coaches are saying, yeah, you got to get that out of your system.
Mm-hmm. That is something that they definitely will not allow on that side.
Luckily, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read Tony Daniels' lips tonight. Here's the kick, end over end.
McHugh will receive that when he turns upfield.
And he gets
That's a
down to
man
the
miss.
40. Down to the 40. Oh, no.
Splits
down
out
to the
wide.
50. Gets to the 45. Ran out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Jackson Arnett on the stop there for the Collinsville Cardinals.
You know, with this game being out of hand, the Edison return team has definitely showed some signs of life tonight.
They have.
It's been a bright spot for them, and hopefully we'll go ahead and keep that rolling. Looks like the ball's been spotted right at half line at the 50 here, with 4:57 left in the third quarter.
So we will see what Edison can do. As Hayden Perry will bring his team back onto the field here, 1st and 10 from midfield.
Labial lineup split out wide left.
Yep, Laby on the near side, and
Marquavian Davis split out far right.
And now Hayden Perry ready to take the snap as Robledo comes back up next to him. I think we got a timeout on the field as Edison wants to talk things over. .457 left to go in the third quarter. As Dean, I know we've got Memorial next week. We've got Bishop Kelly the next week for homecoming, and then we are on the road to eat at Pete's Place and then watch Edison take on the McAllister Buffaloes.
This is true.
Has your significant other been to Pete's Place?
That would be a negative. I'm not speaking for her or anything, but I don't think she has.
Let's see if we can get Pete's Place to be a sponsor that night. And even if they don't, we're going to eat there.
That would be a great idea.
That'll be a great pregame meal for all of us.
Edison offense takes the field again here. Hayden Perry back under center. Marquavian Davis split out wide right.
Robledo getting back up next to Hayden Perry. And now the handoff to Robledo. He'll take it up the left side, 45 down to the 40, right down near the 38-yard line, and that's going to be an Edison Eagle. Aspen Health and Rehab, first down.
Some hard running right there by Robledo.
49-6 our score here. 4:43 left to go in this third quarter. We will play next week's game at LaFortune Stadium, but we will be the away team. So,
looking for a big rivalry game there, Grant.
Perry dropping back to throw, slings it way up the field, aiming for Levy, and it's intercepted, picked off by the Collinsville defense down near the 17-yard line. Well, you got to hate having the wind knocked out of your sails there. But it occasionally happens when you're throwing deep like that.
It does. It's one of those things. The ball just kind of hung up on him right there. Not much we could do about it as a receiver. Davis made the best attempt that he could for it and just kind of lost his footing.
So we will see what Collinsville does here. It's turned into a beautiful night here. Great night for football.
You couldn't ask for better weather here at Salee Field tonight.
It's cooled down a little bit. I bet it's still 90 degrees in the press box, even though the sun's gone down. But we won't hold a grudge. We got to sit outside tonight amongst the people.
Amongst the people. Amongst Raymond Ships over here.
We're men of the people, that's for sure.
He is a man of the people over here.
All right, handoff. First man through for the Collinsville Cardinals. He's on his horse. And there he goes to the 50, down to the 45, down to the 40.
Where
And
McHugh
that
runs
is
them out.
McGee on the run there. Zane McGee, the 5'10", 190-pound running back. He's a senior there for the Cardinals. And he gained a lot of ground there. Oh, gosh. Did I just sign up to take the whole Green family to the
It sounds like it. If you're buying, they're going.
oh, well, we'll see what we can do. Man in motion to the right now as Boren takes the snap, handoff, first man through, gets down to the 39-yard or 41-yard line. That is going to McGee. McGee on the run there, and that's where he stopped. That'll bring up second down and about 5. 3:33 left to play here. 49-6 our score.
This Collinsville offense keeps churning out run after run after run.
From the 41, one man split to the right. McGee there beside the quarterback. Boren ready to take the snap, does so, drops back to throw, throws left. They'll get it down to the 35. Actually, I stand corrected. White Killer is in at quarterback now. Max White Killer has switched from his receiver position and is now throwing and killing it.
Man, Collinsville just showing how versatile they are with their players right now. Starting to mix in some of their younger underclassmen, it looks like.
Let me tell you, this town loves its football team for sure.
They do. They've come out and they've packed the house tonight.
Wins to the left, one man to the right, back to the pass. White Killer connecting with his open man down near the 25, and Isaiah Bigby will get down to about the 24-yard line. If you remember 3 years ago, Collinsville went to the state championship, and at the time, we were calling the state championship games on the Sports Animal 97.1. We sold more sponsors in Collinsville than I ever have for any single ball game in my life.
This is definitely a town that backs its football team.
For sure. One man split to the right, twins to the left, man in motion to the right now. Handoff, first man through, McGee down to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5, rolls into the end zone while being pursued and gets the touchdown for the Collinsville Cardinals. And that'll make it 55-6 with 1:57 left to play in this third quarter. Well, Dean Green.
Collinsville starting to run away with this one. Extra point.
But you know, I'm still proud of these Edison Eagles. They continue to show signs of life against a top 10 team in Class 5A. Next extra point attempt is up through the uprights and good.
That'll make it 56-6 Collinsville with 1:57 left to play in the third.
I think our scoreboard operator's running on Mountain Time Zone tonight. But our scoreboard is right, 56-6 with 1:57 left to play here in this, the third quarter of play.
You know, that's one thing you can say about the Edison Eagles. They may be getting blown out right here on Salee Field, but they have not stopped fighting.
Heavens to Betsy, I just spotted my mother-in-law at the game. But my father-in-law's here too, so
That's always a good sign.
glad to have them in town. They'll buy dinner tomorrow.
That's always good for everybody.
We want to invite the Green family if they're buying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those
Just a reminder, if we're filing complaints, it'll all go to the Edison volleyball coach.
According to Dean's text line, the most dangerous place in America is between Papa Green and free food. So
This is true.
1:54 left to go in the third quarter. Kickoff is out of bounds, and Edison will take over. 1:54 left to go. 56-6 our score. And now a pause in the action. Tonight's game brought to you in part, once again, by our friends. Come for the day or a weekend stay in beautiful Winoka, Oklahoma. They've got a great time for you waiting at America's Oasis, the big new sand dune park where you can ride your side-by-sides and do all the things there. So go to GoWayNoka.com for more information. Perry's handoff, he'll get it out to about the 18-yard line, not much further, and that's going to be about a 2-yard gain for the Edison Eagles.
Robledo with some more hard running tonight. He's been used a lot tonight for the Edison Eagles offense.
139, clock rolling here. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. One-man split to the left. That's Levy. Robledo back behind the quarterback. Perry ready to take the snap here. Robledo now moving up beside him in the gun there and taking the handoff. Robledo out around the left end of the line, gets up to the 22-yard line, and that'll be a gain of 4 on the play. Should bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Edison Eagles. So bit by bit, they are marching up the field here.
Yeah, Robledo's definitely being the cowbell workhorse tonight. He's getting the brunt of the carries right now, and he's having a lot of success so far.
I find it worthy to note, Dean, that we have been visited by just about everybody except for the Edison volleyball coach here at our broadcast position here tonight. She's sitting down the way and refuses to make eye contact with me.
She is down there with the Palm squad, making sure that everything is running smoothly with them, it looks like.
Robledo will get down to about the 30-yard line. I'm gonna assume the lack of eye contact means that she is probably guilty of the fact that they ate at Los Tres Hermanos on the way up here. So,
yeah, she definitely probably wouldn't want to make eye contact if that was the case, Grant.
yeah, they have definitely it is great. Gabriella Gardner is attesting here that it is great Mexican food. These are the things that we talk about with a 50-point deficit to overcome.
As I like to tell everyone, people don't forget.
Look at that. How about that catch by Levy? They get it down to the 30-yard line. It's only a 2-yard gain, but a nice catch there.
Great grab by Levy right there.
2nd and 8 when we come back. We come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score, the Collinsville Cardinals 56 and the Edison Eagles 6. This is Edison football on 1340 KJMU and the Edison Sports Network. A new 20 minutes put on the clock.
Final 20 minutes for the Edison Eagles here to see what they can do and see if they can move the ball against this stifling Cardinal defense.
Tonight's ball game brought to you in part by Hill Spring Church. They've got a place for you this Sunday. Pastor Brent Kellogg. Even though he is the voice of the Oologah Mustangs, he does invite the Edison faithful to come be a part of his flock. And God will not hold his Oologah affiliation against him. So come hear a good word from the pastor, BK, and fill your spot in the pew at Hill Spring Church this Sunday. They'd love to see you there. Fresh new 12 minutes put on the clock here, 56-6 our score.
Ball will be on the Eagle 31-yard line. Here's the offense takes the field again.
3rd down and 7 now for the Eagles, moving left to right on the radio dial.
Arquello and Daly split out near side. McHughes will go up the far side of the field. Perry under center to take the snap.
All right, here's Perry taking that snap, dropping back, throwing up the left side of the field, connecting with Levy. Levy's brought back a little bit, but that forward progress should give him back out to the 35-yard line. These passes aren't gaining a lot of yardage here, Dean, but they are doing some nice throwing and catching here that
the Eagles offense is definitely showing signs of life right now as they're working out some of those kinks as we mentioned earlier in these first few games.
So they'll spot the ball at the 37-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd down and millimeters now for the Edison Eagles, as this is a crucial 3rd down to convert. Robledo behind the quarterback, Perry. He's ready to take the snap here. Perry does so. Handoff for Robledo. Bulldozing up the middle. Does he get it? Yes. He's down to the 39-yard line. 2-yard gain on the play. Should result here in another Aspen Health and Rehab 1st down. 11-13 left to play here.
Eagles keep marching the ball down the field, showing signs of life right now. This is a good build heading into next week, hopefully, for them.
We want to remind you that not tonight and not next week, but the 27th is homecoming for the Edison Eagles, and
We'd love to welcome all the alumni to come out to that.
sure would. It'll be a great game at LaPortion Stadium against those Comets of Bishop Kelly. Perry back to throw, looking. He'll throw it deep down the field, hoping for Davis. And the pass is broken up there by Collinsville. Jonathan Blau is the man who blowed up the play there. He probably didn't expect to hear his name as a verb
No.
tonight, but he got in the middle of that one. 10:38 to play here in this ball game. 56-6 our score.
Edison Eagles will take over 2nd down and 10 on their ball on their own 39-yard line. Marquaylin Davis split out near side with McHugh split out far side up there. Hayden Perry under center.
And he'll take the snap here. Taking a handoff to Robledo. He bulldozes up the middle to the 39-yard line of scrimmage and no further, so not much of a gain there, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10. 10:23 left to play here. 56-6 our score.
You know, if you look over on the far sideline over there, the Collinsville faithful are still here. They're definitely showing support for their team, but as you look on ours, the Edison faithful are as well. There's no quit in this group, that's for sure.
10 minutes left to play here. 56-6 our score. Robledo takes his place up next to the quarterback, Hayden Perry. Perry on the keeper, trying to go up the middle, but he tried that once before, and Collinsville read that play like a book, Dean.
Yep. They definitely saw that one coming, and it's a little to no gain there for the Edison Eagles offense as Aiden Montgomery and the punt team take the field.
9:40 left to go here. So we come to the top of the hour. We'll remind our listeners on radio, you're listening to Edison Eagle football on Gospel 1340, KJMU Sand Springs, Tulsa. We aim for this to be the most exciting broadcast since Buddy Garrity broadcast the Dillon Panthers on Cahuena 1040 on Friday Night Lights. So,
Aiden Montgomery with a great punt there for the Edison Eagles. Drives it all the way back down to about the 27-yard line.
so that's where they'll have it there, and nice work there for Montgomery. I need to ask Rhonda, does he just practice that in the front yard? Does he ever break a window or anything? She says no insurance claims off of the toe of Mr. Montgomery there. So sometimes we have to pick on the parents who are sitting nearby. 9:08 left to play here. Now Collinsville will line up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Boren, the quarterback, handing off. First man through is going to take it around the left side down to the 31-yard line. Mason Heron on the run there for the Collinsville Cardinals, and flags fly everywhere.
Yep.
Looks like a bunch of juicy fruit gum wrappers laying down on the floor on the field there.
Looks like that one will go in favor of the Edison Eagles, and it'll drive the Cardinals back deeper into their own end zone.
Hey, we got something in our favor.
We're moving the right direction.
Absolutely. It's been a pretty evenly called game tonight. They've not done bad, huh?
I think these officials have done a great job tonight. They've been very even all the way through.
It's hard to find good officials these days, and I'm not being sarcastic. That's a fact. We appreciate all that will put themselves out. And now a handoff, first man through is going to get down to the 25-yard line. And that is going to be McGee on the run.
Cardinals definitely got all the yardage back there off the penalty they just incurred.
Of course, legend has it that your life was greatly influenced by an official, your neighbor, Stuart Gallagher, who is one of the most well-known officials in the state.
This is very true. Very true. Shout out to Stuart on that one.
Oh, he's a good guy. He'll sell your house for you, too, if you ask him nice enough. We like Stuart. He's a good guy. 8:15 left to play here. And now they try to hand it off, but man, what a stop there by Edison. Number 44 for the Eagles. He meant business.
44, Andrew Eslick comes flying in to make the tackle there for the Edison defense. who's now filling in at middle linebacker right now.
They knocked him back quite a bit. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 from the 26. And not often have we seen Collinsville knocked back that far without the help of the penalty flag.
No.
Anyway, here we go. One man split to the left, Quinn's out to the right, and now a man in motion to the left. Quarterback,
Handoff up the middle.
White Killer, he's going to hand off to the
And a swarm of Edison Eagles tackle him there.
McGee is going to get stopped by everybody except for the janitor.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a 4th and about 15 now for the Collinsville offense.
You know, we've got nearly 4.5 quarters, and Raymond Ships has not offered to get on the air with us. I'm a little offended, but maybe there's always next week.
You know, I think we can definitely get him on the air next week.
One man split to the left, one man's Killer ready to take the snap here.
Drops down for a quick punt.
Now it's going to be a quick kick as that spins through the air and bounces back.
Takes a huge Collinsville roll.
Back to the 38-yard line.
6:39 left here to play at Salee Field in the 4th quarter as your Edison Eagles trail the Collinsville Cardinals 56-6.
So mass replacement of personnel here.
Yeah, it looks like the underclassmen will start getting a little bit of playing time here and trying to get some work in and help for their development for the future of Edison football.
It's been a nice night here. Appreciate Collinsville rolling out the Cardinal red carpet for us. They really are a good program, and good to see our friends like Corey James and Tony Daniels, who are wearing the wrong colors, but good to see them indeed.
Always fun to see fellow family from the Edison side.
And of course, like most of the residents of Collinsville tonight, I went to Casey's and got my piece of pizza for dinner. So.
Glenn and Levy lining up at halfback now. Bad snap.
Oh, bad snap goes over the
Head
shoulder pads and the head of
Aiden Montgomery back at quarterback now. Montgomery falls on it, though, and recovers it for the Edison Eagles as they now are looking at a 2nd and about
a lot. 2nd, about a mile and a half. But you know, Dean, I mean, if that's the worst mistake we've made tonight, it's been
pretty good.
A good night. I mean, he
looks like 2nd and 23 now for your Edison Eagles. Ball on the 25-yard line as Aiden Montgomery drops in to snap now for the first time tonight.
And the Collinsville band playing 867-5309. Jenny.
Flags come flying in on that play as Montgomery gets drugged down by the face mask.
All right, we'll see what happens here. So they're going to probably put that against Collinsville and move up the Edison Eagles.
Big time penalty as the Edison Eagles finally see some positive yardage coming our way.
They're really getting into this Tommy Two-Tone over here.
They are. The Cardinal band is rocking in full force down on the end zone.
It's almost like the first few years of MTV over here. So. All right, here we go. Montgomery back in once again at quarterback. He's got Robledo behind him, and he'll take the snap here. Oh, it's over his head again, and he'll dive to catch it. It's all right, 2nd and 10. This is his first time in at quarterback tonight, and we'll work out those kinks as we go along.
Looks like the Eagles have dropped back to another 2nd and 23 or 24, I would say.
Have you noticed that the Edison volleyball coach has now passed the broadcast position yet another time without speaking to us?
Yes, she is definitely giving us the cold shoulder tonight. We can't really understand why.
Probably as cold as the remains of the cheese dip she ate at Los Tres Hermanos.
This is true. This is true.
Without me. So 4:54 left to play here. 56-6 our score. Montgomery gets this one. Now he'll drop back to throw, connecting with an open man down near the 29-yard line.
That'll be Mason McHugh on the catch right there for the Edison Eagles.
McHugh with a great job there. 4:46 left to go in this 4th quarter.
Montgomery showing off his arm a little bit there on the rollout.
4:46 left to play here. 56-6 our score if you are just joining us.
Looks like
Miss Candy, if you would, there should be a charger for the computer in that box there on the right side. You can grab that before our broadcast goes dark.
it'll be 4th and 24 here for the Eagles as Montgomery lines back to take the punt.
All right, here's the kick.
End over end as it takes a huge Edison Eagles roll. As it goes all the way down to about the 30-yard line.
Down around the 30-yard line. Collinsville will take over 1st and 10.
Is there another part there? Oh, thank you. If you'll plug this in for me, I'll get the other side. Live radio at its best here tonight.
This is right. Thankfully, we've got our tech girl, Candy Nichols, over here on the job.
I got to tell you, this if you threw this charger at somebody, it'd kill them.
Built like a brick.
And almost the size of one. All right, here we go.
Back to live action here at Sallee Field.
And the quarterback, White Killer, hands off, first man through. He's going to get to the 40-yard line, still on his feet at the 45, right down near the 48-yard line.
Brody Galucci on the run.
And that is Galucci on the run there. Brody Galucci, the junior running back for the Collinsville Cardinals. And, you know, Collinsville showing signs of a team that can maybe make another deep postseason run this year. And
They definitely have a lot of weapons, and they know how to use them right now, it looks like. They're going through this Edison defense and just cutting through them left and right.
well, we certainly wish them the best in the rest of their season. They've been excellent hosts for us here tonight. 3:53 left to play. Man in motion to the right. He'll take the handoff. Rolling out to the left side of the line is Mason Heron. And, man, he is stopped and stuffed near the 49 here, just shy of midfield.
Ripped down by Tyler Cook there on the play.
And Tyler Cook, he chased him down like he had robbed a bank.
Cook is definitely fleet of foot right there, showing that he can definitely keep up with all of the Collinsville speed.
3:30 left to play here. Clock still rolling. 56-6 our score.
3:20 left here. Collinsville slowing the offense down now and taking their time.
White Killer still in at quarterback. And next to him is going to be Brady Galucci. Galucci takes the handoff from White Killer, makes his way up the middle to the 47-yard line, and that's where he's stuffed.
By Dylan Eslick, number 44 for the Edison Eagles.
Eslick has been in the second half, a name we've called several times on the defensive side of the football tonight.
He's had a great game so far for the Edison defense. One of the few highlights on the night for them.
2:45 left to go here. 3rd and 4 from the 47.
You know, moving forward for the Edison football team here, Grant, I think we can take away a lot of positives out of this game for them.
Well, you know, I mean, we're playing one of the top teams in the state here tonight. It, you know, gets a little easier next week against Memorial. They were down big time when we, you know, heard from them earlier.
Corey Bryan on the tackle there for the Edison Eagles defense.
So that'll be next week's opponent. And then Bishop Kelly, McAllister's not going to be easy at all. And then, you know, we go into the meat of our schedule. A lot of Tulsa Public School opponents who are, you know, still evenly matched with us. And, you know, we're going to see a lot of teams come in that we can stay really competitive with this year. And that's
The Eagles will be tested this year with the remaining part of their schedule. Handoff up the middle by
and
Collinsville.
Galucci will get it down to the 40-yard line, down to the 36, and that's a first down, an Aspen Health and Rehab first down for the Collinsville Cardinals.
Josh Walker on the tackle there for the Edison defense.
These Eagles with nothing to hang their heads about tonight, as they played, you know, had a lot of good moments here against this top-ranked team in Class 5A.
They came out and fought all the way through the game, and they never gave up. That's something to hang their hat on.
1:19 left to play here. Clock still rolling. 56-6 our score. 1st and 10 from the 36. White Killer out of the gun with Galucci next to him, and now he'll take a knee. Victory formation for the Collinsville Cardinals, and they're going to wind this one down tonight. Class E opting not to run up the score any more than it has been tonight. We've had a good night here.
Very much so. Nothing but first class from the Cardinals and all the associated members of them.
And very bright spots for the Edison Eagles tonight. The game, it's cliche to say it, but it's not what the scoreboard would describe on first glance here tonight.
Scoreboard definitely doesn't reflect the way this game has turned out for the Edison Eagles, as they've given everything they had tonight. Definitely a lot of bright spots, some young talent that's coming up for the Edison Eagles, especially on the defensive side. Hopefully they'll build upon this and we can capitalize on this in the future.
And this one's over tonight. Our final score, the Edison Eagles fall to Collinsville 56-6. And that's it. Any final thoughts, Dean?
Well, like I said, the next week it won't be any easier, but the Eagles will learn from this and build from it, and we'll come out better for it. They're 0-2 on the year now, and hopefully we can go out and get our first win next week.
Well, we'll tell you. Hang on just a second. I'll tell you exactly what next week's opponent looks like. Memorial fell to Scotch at 34-0 tonight, so we'll be playing Memorial, and that will be a probably easier team to face off against than these Collinsville Cardinals been tonight.
We'll definitely have a more favorable matchup with that, and it's always going to be fun playing Memorial, as they are the big rival for Edison.
Well, and of course, we take a look at next week. That's a big game between those two, and it'll be at LaFortune Stadium. We'll be the away team, so Memorial will be responsible for everything, and you'll be in the booth with me.
Definitely. That's going to be a fun matchup for us. And like I said, we hope you join us again next week. We hope you've all enjoyed this and listened in, and hopefully we can make this a weekly thing for all the Edison faithful nationwide.
We appreciate all of our fine sponsors, including Lenoka and the Chamber of Commerce over there, Aspen Health and Rehab, Hill Spring Church, one of our great sponsors as well, and of course the Edison Young Life organization. And if you'd like to sponsor it, Grant at choosesmg.com. We would love to have you aboard. We kind of threw this together at the last minute to get these games broadcast, but it's something that we hope we can start doing quite a bit. We're going to do a lot during basketball season, and we'll have all of the away games for tonight, this football season. And of course, we've got a lot coming up. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, we've got the All City Volleyball tournament that is happening over at the EPAC. Of course, the Edison volleyball team won everything that they did today. So my lovely bride, Coach Lauren Merrill, will be leading them tomorrow. So we hope that you'll come out and watch a little bit of volleyball action, softball action this week as well. Who do you guys have?
We have U.S. Douglas coming up, and that should be a really good matchup for us as the girls look to keep fighting for that second place spot within the league.
And of course, we'll look forward to hearing who's on homecoming this week as well, as we get ready for homecoming festivities that will be held on the 27th of this month. So anyway, that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. Thank you to Jeremiah Hale, who's been producing our radio broadcast over at KJMU this evening. And all of our away games will be here on AM 1340 and on YouTube on the Edison Sports Network page throughout the week. And, we'll have a publicized link well ahead of time. This was the first time tonight, so we wanted to make sure we got all of our kinks worked out too. So thanks for bearing with us this evening. And thank you to Candy Nichols and young Mr. Nichols, who they were able to help us with our camera work tonight.
That's right. And as always, for all the Edison faithful, shake and bake.
Shake and bake, baby. For Coach Dean Green, I'm Grant Merrill. Have yourselves a great evening. Good night. God bless you. And thanks for listening. This has been Edison Football on KJMU Radio and the Edison Sports Network on YouTube. Good night, everybody.